A huge thank you to everyone who's continued to support my work on Talk Beliefs. I now have a Patreon campaign where all contributions go towards the cost of travel, audio and video equipment, and fees to religious events that I fully intend to continue to infiltrate. Thank you. Yesterday I was in town and I heard a lot of guitars playing and I thought, oh, I know what's going on. It sounds like Pastor Steve and his crowd. They have a church and every so often they go out into the shopping street and hand people leaflets for their church and they sing and they proselytize, tell people that they need Jesus, and they are really annoying. Now what happened yesterday was I was talking with the pastor's wife for a while, and she got quite angry with my disbelief. But then suddenly, appearing at my elbow was a tiny little boy who looked about 9, turned out to be 11, and he was part of their family, Pastor Steve's son, I believe, and he went into a very robotic sort of spiel, obviously something he'd picked up from his dad. It was a very strange encounter indeed, and this is what happened. I chose God not to be in my life.
That's right.
That's because I didn't believe there was a God.
That's right.
Any more than you don't believe that Allah exists.
Because you have to have faith with your heart.
Now what does that mean exactly, faith? What does it mean?
See, everything we do is here. You see? But you have to feel with your heart. You go on your knees to God and you ask Him.
You mean hope
Not
that it's real?
pride.
Not know that it's real,
Pride.
just hope that it's real.
Come on, Mark.
It is.
You're so bitter and close, and your heart is so hard. But God has mercy on you. And until you're alive, there's still time.
Okay.
I can answer the question.
Oh, hello. What's your name?
I'm sure.
I don't think you're going to persuade me. But
What's your name?
my name is Mark.
Mark. Eloisa.
Eloisa.
I'll pray for you, Mark.
Okay,
No,
right.
that's in your heart.
Yeah. Well, look, it's no different than me going up to a Hindu and saying, prove to me that Krishna and Brahma are real. And they'll say, no, I can't do that. You'll have to read the Bhagavad Gita, our holy book. You'll have to pray, and then you will know because of all the good things he did in this beautiful world.
How about...
That's a whole different religion. So what do I do with that?
Okay, no, have you got any pain in your body?
Have I got any pain in my body? I do, a little bit. You're not going to do any healing on me, are you?
Well, I can prove to you that God's real, I'll heal you. I'll pray for you and you'll
What have you got to lose?
What, you're
Come on.
going to pray for me and my whatever it is. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what the pain is or where it is.
Okay?
Just pray down.
No laying hands on me. Just pray.
In the name of Jesus, Lord, pray that you prove to Mark that you're real, Lord.
Yes.
Now you can do it. By faith, I believe that you will heal Mark wherever the pain is. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I can answer your question. God doesn't do all those sicknesses and cancer. People do those things. How do you think other sicknesses came? Like, people pollute and they do it and they blame everything on God. When their darkness inside of them is doing all these bad things, do you think God invented nightclubs and drinking? God's nice. He's not going to be peaceful, and He has mercy on people, which are like you,
you're really
which are
good.
sad, which don't believe in Him, and He still has mercy on you.
Okay.
Even though, people could say this world just came, but every building has a creator, and this earth was created by God. And people do all these bad things. You can't blame it on God. God never did any of that. How would you like it if somebody said, "Oh, I didn't believe in Mark. Yeah, he wasn't real." When clearly Mark, when you built a building, and they say, "I don't believe in Mark. You never did it."
Can I? How old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11. You're very good at this.
Yeah.
Is this coming from you? Is this something you heard your dad say, or?
I have my own choices and I make my own choices. I could turn my back on Christianity and say I wouldn't do it. And my dad would agree with me. I make my own choices and I made this choice and I know that God is real. Now I know that you'll be healed by the power of Jesus, and I know that God is real. So
Have you read the entire Bible? All of it?
yeah.
Everything from Genesis all the way to Revelation.
Yeah, I've read it over time, over my whole life. We've read the Bible over my whole
Not just little bits of it, but all of it.
No, not all of it at the same time, but we used to.
I would challenge you at age 11 to take from now until you're about 15 and read the entire Bible, and then come back to me and tell me if you still believe in this God, or if you think this book was written by people with an agenda.
Yeah, well, I've read the bits in the Bible where it says, I've read I know the bits you say which would say it as abomination. Where it says abomination to references to other things that you might find offensive, but it's true. I don't really agree with homosexuality. I don't think it's the right thing, because God made man and woman in the garden. He put Adam and Eve. He didn't put Adam and Steve.
No.
Okay?
Nevertheless, there have always been homosexuals, and there always will be.
And I don't hate homosexuality.
No.
I don't hate homosexuals. I don't hate gay people. I would embrace them and be friendly to them, but I don't really like what they do. I'm not gonna be mean.
Well, I think you're a bit young to judge about sexuality at 11, so we won't go there.
So
You're entitled to your beliefs. We're entitled to ours.
Yes, of course, yeah. But I mean, I like I said, read the whole Bible, because I did.
I have read the
And I'm
whole
more
Bible.
in love with Jesus than ever.
Yeah.
Read all of the Old Testament, all the New Testament.
Yeah, probably in Isaiah.
What do you think of all the contradictions, though?
There's no contradictions.
Yeah.
As I said, Jesus is the start of a new covenant.
Did Jesus come to uphold the law of the Old Testament or to abolish the law?
I know you were just going to try and cut us all up.
No, you can look it up. It's actually, there's two verses that I can think of. One says he came to uphold the law, and the other said he's come to abolish it. So, which is it?
Well, he's not. Do you think that God says you should murder and do all this? No, God's never done that. Christians which are killing people aren't Christians.
God also says in one part of the Bible he's a God of peace and love, and another says he's a warlord. I am a God of war.
Because he's holy and just and righteous, and we all fail of his moral law. Where did your conscience come from? Did it evolve from the monkey? We believe we have the conscience from God. We're going to stand before him.
Where did God come from?
Wait.
Where did God come
us
from?
based on the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
Because he's holy and just.
Do you believe in evolution?
No, I don't believe in it, as I know that science have discovered, that it's actually a real thing.
What about people that have died and they've gone somewhere, but they've been brought back? How about those people?
Oh, you mean your friend over there? Your friend over there?
He died and he's gone he was sick from cancer and we prayed for him, and how come he's still standing there?
I was in a wheelchair.
He also he broke his leg and he had I forgot what it was called, but he was in intensive care, nearly dying as well, and we prayed for him, and how come he's still standing
But he was in
there?
intensive care, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in intensive care. So how come if there's no God?
There's always
he's
human
still
involvement,
standing?
isn't there?
No, it's always God. God's got it the wrong way around. We're coming from the centre of just seeing what's around us.
Yeah.
Whereas God is so much bigger than we can ever think, imagine, or anything.
Well, a few weeks ago I was speaking to a Sikh, and he showed me a video of a man who was in the Sikh temple in India, and then he's lame, he can't walk, and now look, and he slowly gets up and starts walking. This was a Sikh. Now, do you see what I mean?
Some people make scenes like that. People which lie aren't Christians, and people which kill aren't Christians.
So how do I know? That's all I'm saying. How do I know?
They don't follow by God's law. They don't follow.
By faith, you can follow whatever religion you want to, but we have the truth. Only Jesus said he was the way, the truth, and the life.
I think you'll find the Jehovah's Witnesses have the truth. Oh, no, so the Mormons have the truth. No, the Seventh-day Adventists. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused now, because they tell me the same thing.
Right. Oh, thank you, Mark. I'm going to go now. But
Mark, I'm just gonna tell you, if you ever feel lost, God's always there for you. You don't have to be you don't have to feel ashamed. God will always help you and forgive you. So if I'm not this persuasion or whatever, but I would just hope that you don't spend time away from God. Okay? So
Okay.
just always.
Thanks.
So
You should be on TV. You're really good at this.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So just,
Wow, that's the first time I've had a debate with an 11-year-old. He was really good at it, but he sounded a bit robotic. I mean, obviously he's heard his father. I think his father might be Pastor Steve or one of those evangelists. And he just seemed to have it all memorized. And he's going to grow up and he's just going to be one of those, rapid fire, preach from a pulpit or maybe on TV or the internet. And he's just going to shoot out a bunch of tired old sayings and sophisms and platitudes and the usual. Funny how that kid said that, he could heal me. And he was so confident about it. Do you have any pain in your body? Well, we're going to pray for you right now. Blah, 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 blah. And he just knew somehow that the pain would be gone. Well, of course it isn't. I always have back pain. It's no different. Of course, what probably happens is the kid goes out and he does that little spiel for people. And they say, I do feel a bit better. Now, of course they're going to say that to a little 11-year-old boy because they don't want to see him cry. So he obviously thinks, wow, this stuff really works. Oh, I feel so sorry for him. As a friend of mine said, what are people like that going to be like when they grow older? Well, actually, you can see right now what he's going to be like when he's older. He's going to be exactly like he is now, saying the same exact stuff. But hopefully not, because there is such a thing called the brain that uses rationality and critical thinking. And maybe if I can just push them in that direction, they can make more informed choices. But I can't make them. It's up to them.